I never thought at this age that this would be the only consistent thing in my life.
Stepping into the club now, I know you notice me. Wanna be your...
Hey guys, it's your girl Lydia, aka A Fashionable Mess, coming at you with another video. So today's video is gonna be something I get asked a lot, almost every day, and it's about my eyelashes. Do I want to lie and say absolutely, like, of course these are mine? We all know, hell no, they aren't. I know this is gonna sound really dramatic, but I mean, they have like greatly changed my life. Like, I barely had any eyelashes before I got extensions. I just wanted to sit down and do a video basically on my eyelash extension 101, like stuff that I feel like will be helpful if you're considering getting them, stuff I wish I had known before I got them. Alright, before we go any further, I need all my bad bitches who love lashes to go ahead, like this video, hit subscribe. Eyelash extensions are exactly what they sound like. They're extending your eyelashes. So they're actually put on by a professional with an adhesive, and they actually sit right on your normal lashes. When you first get them, it is a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to the sensation of something like sitting on your eyes. I've worn false lashes before, but you know, at the end of the night, you know, you're able to like rip them off and take them off, but not with these. Honestly, like, a little story time, the first time I got them, I just was like, I can't do this. And then the first time I like actually washed them and got them wet, I really freaked out and was like, I can't do this. But I've actually learned how to like maintain them, and I'm completely fine with them, and I love them. Alright, eyelash extension 101 begins. First things first, you will love how you look in them. Like, I love them. I feel like I am on fleek. I don't even know if that word's popular anymore, but this is like, I feel like the definition of that. I love how they make me feel. They actually make me feel confident. And I just love how I look with them. Honestly, since getting the extensions, I'll have to say I have worn makeup less. I already feel like I have, you know, makeup on, even though I just have the extensions on. So it definitely cuts down my time in, you know, getting ready in the mornings. Since I'm usually running late to wherever I'm going, this is extremely helpful. A third thing is, once you commit to getting lashes, you have to commit to maintaining them. And that is with, you know, getting your refills. So it just depends. Like, some people can go with getting a refill once a month. I'm a little extra, so I like to get mine refilled twice a month, or basically every 2 weeks. Now, the place I go to has a membership option, so it was actually cheaper to sign up for the membership and get them done twice a month, which is why I signed up for that. Also, in maintenance is washing them. The place I go to has a foam wash that you can purchase, and I'll use that whenever I'm in the shower. I'll just, you know, put on my hands and then just very gently rub the lashes. You need to clean them every day. This is gonna prolong the life of them, and just keep like your eye, you know, sanitary and clean and healthy. And then also brushing them. You know, I'm not Beyonce. I don't wake up like this. So sometimes when I wake up, my lashes look kind of crazy and it's scary. Or when I get them wet, they look like spiders. So I have like a little spoolie that I use, and I'll just use that to brush my lashes. I like to brush them throughout the day. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just brush them. It's kind of fun. But yeah, you constantly need to just be, you know, brushing them and make sure that they are in place. I don't know why I said constantly, because you don't constantly need to be doing it, just as needed. Another thing you need to know is, yeah, they're pricey. First, when I was getting eyelash extensions, I thought, hey, I'll look it up on Groupon and see what they have going on. And then I actually got a flyer from the place I go to now, and they're offering an introductory rate. So that's how I ended up going there, because it was just too good of a deal to be to pass up. I did look at their reviews, because I was like, I hope this isn't like a shady place, but yeah, so like I said, I am on a membership program, so I get my refills every 2 weeks or twice a month. So yeah, I pay a monthly fee for my lashes, but you know, there's a couple things to consider with price. Number one, how often you're gonna get them. Some places are pricier than the others. I don't know why. It may be like the type of lashes you're getting. However, I feel like the place I go to is pretty budget friendly, and they do a great job. Don't forget, you also have to tip your lash tech, so make sure to put that, you know, into consideration. So right now you have, you know, your monthly fee or your once a month fee, however, you know, times you want to do it, and then your tip. And whenever you have to get a full set put on, that's a lot more pricier than a refill. So once you initially get your lashes on, after that moment, every time you come in, it's going to be considered a refill. So you don't have to pay for a full set of lashes. And then should you decide that you don't want to do them anymore, you can always pay for a removal, or you can just let them fall out naturally, which you might look kind of crazy for, you know, the next couple weeks when they naturally fall out. And that brings me to my next point. So you can't remove them yourself. I would not advise doing that at all. You can go to your lash studio and have them, you know, removed by a professional, or like I said, you can wait for them to fall off. It just depends, you know, how budget friendly you want to be. So the hardest part about extensions is going to be like the first 48 hours after you get them put on. I know some people only wait 24 hours. I like to wait 48 hours just to make sure that the adhesive is set. I don't want to do anything that is going to disrupt the lashes. I mean, you do pay a pretty penny for them. The last thing you want is for lashes to be falling out right after you get them. So in that first 48 hours, you're not to you know, sweat with them, so no, you know, rigorous workouts. Try not to get them wet, and then try not to sleep on them. So I make sure that I sleep on my back. I try not to do a really intense workout 48 hours after. You still can, but just try to keep the sweating to a minimum. And then, yeah, you can't get them wet. So that, you know, unfortunately means no washing your hair. Now, the first time that I got my lashes, I was being really dramatic and I cried. I'm not even going to say why I was crying, but I was crying, and then I was freaking out because I was crying and I had just got my lashes done. But I'm pleased to say that nothing happened to them. They were still good, even though like I had like an emotional breakdown in them. So I guess it's just water that affects them. I don't know. Another thing you have to remember is it's time consuming. The process to get a refill, the process to get your first full set put in is very time consuming. When you first get your full set in, it can take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, just depending on, you know, where you go. Refills generally take an hour. Sometimes I get done in 45 minutes. It honestly just depends on how much of your lash is left when you go in for your refill. But yeah, you'll need to put aside, you know, 45 to an hour. I'm pretty consistent with my appointments. I wouldn't recommend this, but I used to get my lashes refilled on my lunch break. And that's always a risk because you don't know how long it's going to take. So, yeah, I stopped doing that. Another thing I wish I had known is that getting lash extensions does a little bit affect, you know, your makeup and like wearing eye makeup. So of course, like that first 48 hours, it's advised not to wear any makeup. So I usually don't wear any makeup at all. I mean, you can wear face makeup, definitely not eye makeup. I definitely have learned to invest in makeup wipes. I find that's the most gentle thing for me, taking off my eye makeup at the end of the night. I also had to change a lot of my makeup and skincare products. I used to use a cleansing oil on my face, but oils tend to break down the lash extensions, so I've stopped using that. So wearing eye makeup can be good or bad. To start off with, the good news is no matter how much you mess up your eye makeup, since you have lashes on, it's just gonna look good. I have a lot of people who are like, wow, I love your eye makeup, and I'm just like, really? But you know, the lashes kind of make it look dramatic and pretty. The bad part is literally when you're trying to do like eye makeup looks, it's like you already have your false lash on. Usually that's the last step of your makeup, but this is like you already have that false lash on. So a lot of times, like, I'll put on makeup and then I'll have to go through with a makeup wipe and just kind of clean up my eyelashes if they have any shadow on them. Another thing to know about eyelash extensions and to make it successful and something that you may want to do again is to be choosy with your salon. Like, just because, you know, you're getting a manicure and your nail lady who you love says, hey, we do extensions, doesn't necessarily mean you should get them there. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I know a lot of people who get their extensions at a nail salon and they turn out great. However, I like to, especially with any skincare, any, like, you know, beautifying stuff, I like to go to specific places that just focus on that. So with my eyelash extensions, I knew I wanted to go to a place that just does extensions. That's it. So it's not like the staff there is trying to like do the most, like do your nails, do a pedicure, give you a massage, a Brazilian, and put in eyelash extensions. I didn't want all of that. Also, don't be afraid to go to a salon and ask them, you know, ask them questions. Go see the salon, make sure, you know, it's clean and sanitary. You can, you know, ask to see the rooms there. You can ask them what the process is. They are there to answer all your questions. And the last thing I want to end with is that you will become addicted. I mean, honestly, like, I love getting my eyelashes done. It's something I look forward to. I love my lash tech. Like, her and I have a great relationship. She knows, you know, what style I like. I remember when I first switched to the technician I have now, I sat down with her. I let her know this is like the style I want. She looked at my eye shape to find the most flattering, you know, style for me. So yeah, we have a great time. Sometimes I take an hour-long nap during our sessions. Other times we're laughing and we're having a good time, spilling tea the whole session. So yeah, it's fun. I love it. I love how I look. I never want to be seen without them. I don't care how vain that sounds. When I die, I want to make sure that my lashes are done. Like, I don't even care about my makeup. Just make sure my lashes are popping, especially if it's open casket. So if you are in the Atlanta area and you want to know where I get my lashes done, definitely send me a message or drop a comment below. My video is not sponsored by the studio I go to. And if you let them know that I sent you, you'll actually save some money off your first set, so you can enjoy lash extensions too. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!